Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be going through some very extreme chart which has many interesting yogas, and we will learn a lot from these combinations. So we will go step by step and we will see how this reflects on the life of the person. So bear with me, and now let's roll the intro. So you will notice that in this chart we have Moon in the 6th house, which is, by the way, also Matrika Raka, which is showing the mother. So this is the Saturn is aspecting that Moon from the 9th house, and we have also the Mars, which is in 12th house, also aspecting the Moon in the 6th house. So we have Saturn and Mars, which is the Yama Yoga. Whenever these two planets, Saturn and Mars, have some yoga with the other planet, then there is the risk of death or something which is similar to death. In the positive situation, this can give someone who is rescuing other from the death. So this can be doctors or spiritualists which are working with reincarnations and things like that. And that Moon in the 6th house is also a Matrika Raka, so this is definitely related to the mother. Now whenever one planet in the chart is aspected or joined by at least two malefics, so malefics are the negative planets, are the harsh one, who can inflict some kind of pain or suffering on us. So they are Sun, Mars, Ketu, Rahu and Saturn. So in this case we will see that Venus is with the Sun aspected by Saturn. Now this is aspect of Saturn because Saturn always aspects planets which are in 3rd or 10th house or 7th from its placement. So we will see that in this case Saturn, being in 9th house, will aspect the Venus, which is in the 3rd from its placement, namely the 11th. So Venus is with Sun, one malefic, and aspected by Saturn, so we have two malefics. Now this position of Saturn is very important because on its own it may just show some durbhagya, which is lack of fortune. This may show that you are in the wrong place in the wrong time, or generally we can say that the external circumstances are not favoring you. So some people had, for example, a lot of problems due to the corona, or weather, or some kind of season, or politics. Some new rules in the government are changed, and some businesses or crops are devastated by the weather, or some tax regulations. So this is normally when the 9th house have some problems. In this case it is especially related to the 4th and 5th, because the Saturn will be ruling the 4th and 5th. And 4th is about the place of stay, so the person may have problems with the place of stay or something related to place when person was born. And 5th house for the ladies shows the father, and in this case Saturn is also the 5th lord, so this may be related to father. And the one thing which we can reveal now, that the father was killed when she was 11, and we can see that the another lord of the 5th house is Rahu, and Rahu is in the 2nd house in that state which is called Ayush Nicha, debilitation for the sake of longevity. So whenever Rahu is in Scorpio, this is very bad for longevity. We will also notice that Rahu and Mars, they have parivartana, because the Rahu is in the Mars sign Scorpio and Mars in the Rahu sign Virgo. So they are exchanging the places. So now the 2nd lord is in the 12th house, which may show that there is some loss of family. So we have father, and also we have the family. So this is like confirmation that this is something about people now going on. Now I can reveal one thing more, that this is person who was born in the South Italy, in Sicilia, and this was related to the Italian Mafia. So the father, elder brother were killed by the Mafia. So here we can see that the elder brother is shown by 11th house. Younger is normally 3rd, elder is the 11th. So 11th lord here is the Sun, but Sun is in the own sign. So whenever the Sun is in own sign, we have to see Mars, and guess what? Mars is that planet which was also 2nd lord in 12th house. So now we have the father, which is Rahu in the 5th, in that bad combination, Parivartana. We have the family, 2nd lord, and also the elder brother, which is the 11th lord. So we can see that this demands some kind of advanced knowledge of Jyotish, because first of all you need to know about this Uchanat, without this Uchanat, without this 11th Lord connection to the Mars, it would be hard to say. And also we've noticed that Parivartana between Rahu and Mars. So now not only the 5th Lord of Father is going to that Ayush debilitation, but also because of the exchange, now this is again connected to that yoga in the 12th house, which shows the loss of family. 2nd Lord and 12. 2nd is about family, 12 is about the loss. Okay guys, if you like this video so far, please don't forget to click the like button. You are helping with the algorithm to make this video more visible on this platform. It doesn't cost you anything, just you can click. Let's see if we can get 80 likes on this video. And also subscribe with the bell notification on if you like to be notified about each week we are publishing at least one video, so you don't want to miss this Vedic astrology tutorial. And now let's go back to this video. Now we will also notice that there are equal number of planets on both sides of this 1-7 axis. We have Jupiter in 5th and Saturn in 9th. By the way, this becomes very important because when planets are in Trikona, they are now giving results to this remaining trine. So here we have planets in 5th, planets in 9th. So the effect of Jupiter Saturn will be on the ascendant. So we have this Jupiter and Saturn on the ascendant, and this is the basically Mardar Yoga. So we have Jupiter Rahu and Jupiter Saturn. These two combination of planets can show a Mardar in the chart. So we have this Jupiter and Saturn combination by Trikona Yoga formed on the ascendant. So this becomes very important because we said that the Saturn in the 9th house was all about this curse of Venus. So that is the main dynamic of the chart. But now the Saturn is connected to that Jupiter. So this is the murder. And through that Sun, we have connection to that Mercury afflicted with Mars. So this is showing family, father, elder brother, loss. And now this Mercury is also Varesha. And also is connected to this dispositor of Lagna Lord, because Lagna Lord is Venus. Venus is in the sign of Leo, right? So we have the Sun, and through Sun we get connection to that Mars. So now we see that the health of the person is also in danger. And in this situation we see that this is a full curse, because we have Lagna Lord involved, which is Venus. We have 8th Lord, which is also the Venus, and we have Atmakaraka, which in the chart is Saturn. So this is the full curse, and in the fixed sign, which means Dritha Karma. So this is impossible or very hard to remove that curse when they are in fixed signs, like in this case Simha or Leo. So what happened next is that after the death of the elder brother, the wife was started cooperating and informing the police about the bosses of Mafia. And this person whose chart we are analyzing was just following her steps. So she also became informer, and she became very close with one of the judge. So the aftermath of the whole story is that this judge was also killed. So this is quite unfortunate, because the judge was only support. So after she get to know that he was killed, then she lost all hope and she also committed suicide. So now you can see how this Varesha, which is Mercury, and the Lagna Lord, Venus, dispositor Sun, but going through because of this being an own sign. When planets an own sign, it goes to the exaltation planet. So for Sun, this is Aries, so Aries loaded by Mars, this is going to Mars, and again to this 12th house. Everything is going to that 12th house. And sometimes the 2nd and 11th Lord in the 12th may show some investment, but in the Navamsha, these planets, Mars, Rahu, they are in the 8th house. They have nothing to do with the wealth, so this is not something good. This is not in Kendra in the Navamsha, so this is not something which is physically loss, 12th house, but eventually or conceptually is something good, like investments. This is the negative on the full spectrum of analysis, because in the Navamsha, this Mars and Rahu are also in the 8th house. And because this is intent from the Atmakaraka, this is like her mission. This was her career life. This was her, we could say, calling or goal to fight with the Mafia. So she is portrayed in the movies, like the underdog who was fighting is like a hero. So we can see that in the Navamsha, the dispositor of Atmakaraka is exalted Mars. So ideals are very high. And this is all in 10th house from Atmakaraka. So this is like a mission for her. But unfortunately, this is in 8th house, aspecting the 12th house of death. So this was also showing that very unfortunate events for her. And if you write her birth details, then you will see that this is at the border of Lagna of Libra and Scorpio. So you may wonder, oh, maybe this is more Scorpio, maybe the Libra is not correct. So this is up to you to rectify this chart. I can tell you that from my analysis, when this time, the father demise, was Moon Mercury in the Kshema Vimshotri. We can use Kshema because Moon is in the 6th, and also it was Virgo Rashi in that Dasha Rashi of this person. And as we can see in that Virgo, we have that dispositor of the 5th Lord, which is showing the father. There is this Mars in the 12th house of loss. So Libra is therefore much more accurate for this person. If you'd like me to analyze your chart, what all these 9 planets in the 12 houses mean, what kind of yogas they form, not only in the main chart, but also analyze your Navamsha, the chart of fortune, and the Shamsa, the chart of work, with the timing. So when these planets will be active in your chart, when they will start working, and also remedies. So providing the main mantra for the main affliction, weaknesses in your chart, to block them and to enhance the best things in your chart, to enhance the positivity, then hit me up in the email below and we can schedule the consultation for you. So as you can see in this chart, the longevity of the person was quite short, and this is because the Lagna Lord and 8th Lord were involved in this Venus curse, and also the 10th Lord Moon is in Dushtana in the 6th house. If you want to learn more about 8th house, then I really encourage you to watch this video next. You can learn about all the meanings of 8th house and how to analyze this house in the chart.